Hello, everyone! Today, we're diving deep into a critical aspect of building resilient distributed systems, mastering Kafka replication for disaster recovery. In the world of high-scale applications, ensuring your data remains available and consistent even when things go wrong is paramount. Think about applications like Stream Social, processing millions of posts daily across continents. Their reliability hinges on robust replication strategies. By the end of this lesson, you won't just understand the theory, you'll have the practical insights to design systems that truly survive data center failures with zero data loss. Let's look at our learning objectives for today. First up in our reliability trinity is leader election. Imagine Kafka partitions like small, independent cities. Each city needs a mayor to make decisions and coordinate activities. In Kafka, this mayor is the leader for a specific partition. All rights for that partition go through the leader, ensuring order and consistency. The other brokers holding copies of that partition are followers, diligently synchronizing with the leader and standing by, ready to step in. When a leader fails, Kafka doesn't just halt. It's designed for resilience. The system quickly initiates an election, and the most up-to-date follower seamlessly takes over as the new leader. This process happens in milliseconds, often without any noticeable disruption to your users. Think of how Instagram maintains feed reliability. Similar mechanisms ensure your posts don't disappear even if a server goes down. Next, let's talk about the in-sync replica, ISR's trust circle. Not all followers are created equal. ISR is a dynamic group of replicas, including the leader, that are fully caught up and synchronized within a defined time window. If a follower lags too far behind, perhaps due to network issues or slow disk I/O, it's temporarily ejected from the ISR. This ensures that only healthy, current replicas are considered for leader election, preventing data loss. Why is this important? Think of Netflix's Continue Watching feature. ISR management helps ensure your progress is never lost, even if a regional server experiences issues. Complementing ISR is men.insync replicas, your ultimate safety net. This critical configuration setting dictates the minimum number of in-sync replicas that must acknowledge a write for it to be considered successful. If you set men.insync replicas to 2 with a replication factor of 3, you can safely lose one broker without compromising data durability. It's a direct trade-off. Higher min.insync replicas means greater durability, but potentially lower availability if too many brokers fail. Lowering it prioritizes availability, but increases data loss risk. Choosing the right balance is key. Now, let's put these concepts into practice with a multi-region cluster design mirroring a system like Stream Social. Our goal is to survive entire data center failures. Imagine Stream Social processing 50 million posts daily across 3 regions, US East, EU West, and Asia Pacific. For critical data like user posts, we replicate across all regions. For semi-critical data like likes, we replicate within a region plus 1 backup. View counts, being less critical, are eventually consistent. Our architecture involves a primary region, say US East, with multiple brokers, each potentially leading different partitions. Then we have disaster recovery regions like EU West, where brokers act as followers for critical topics, ready to take over if the primary fails. During normal operations, when a user creates a post in US East, the leader broker receives and logs the message. This message is then fetched and acknowledged by followers within US East and across to EU West and Asia Pacific. Only once all required in-sync replicas confirm does the producer receive a success acknowledgment. This ensures our data is safe and replicated globally. Understanding normal operations is crucial, but true mastery comes from anticipating and handling failures. What happens during a leader failure? If broker 1, the leader, goes down, the Kafka controller quickly detects this. An election is triggered, and a new leader, say broker 2, takes over from the remaining in-sync replicas. The ISR set dynamically updates to reflect the new state. Or consider a network partition, where US East becomes isolated from EU West. The ISR for a topic might shrink to only include regional replicas. However, if our men.insync replicas is set appropriately, say to 2, writes can continue within the isolated US East region, maintaining availability. This brings us to configuration strategy. For critical topics, like user posts, we might use a replication factor of 5 and min.insync replicas of 3 with unclean leader election.enable set to false, prioritizing data durability. For less critical data, like engagement metrics, we could opt for a replication factor of 3 and min.insync replicas of 2 with unclean leader election.enable set to true, favoring availability over strict durability. We've covered the core mechanisms of Kafka replication, multi-region design, and how to configure for resilience. Now, for your self-assessment, what are the key differences in how you would configure min.insync replicas and unclean leader election.enable for a critical financial transaction topic versus a non-critical logging topic, and why?